Hi and welcome to Virtual Miss Friday. My name is Michelle Dale. I'm the founder of Virtual Miss Friday. I'm also the creator of OneSourcing, and you are inside OneSourcing Initiate. This is part 3, where we're going to be looking at solutions from here on in, and this one is about taking responsibility. So the key point that I want you to focus on in this video is when you hire a one-sourcing business, you'll have one person, a one-sourcer, who will be responsible for fulfilling all of your requirements. This keeps communications open, easy to manage, and clear. Now, I just do want to add one point in here that just because someone's taking care and being responsible for all your requirements, that doesn't necessarily mean that they are fulfilling them all themselves. Sometimes one sourcers will have other partner VAs or a team and people that they work with, but ultimately at the end they will be responsible for fulfilling the requirements. So let's look at this from the provider's angle. Now, the very first step for any hirer and provider relationship is to establish who's going to be responsible for the outcome, or basically take control of the situation. This means who is responsible ultimately for the end result. In a more traditional environment, for example, when a hirer or a client hires a virtual assistant, this has to be established from the very beginning. Usually this is done by determining the hirer type and then seeing if the provider is a good match for them. So leadership is a key point here, and to clarify it, both parties will have their own responsibilities as part of the hirer/provider relationship. But somebody has to take charge of the result, ensuring that everyone, both the hirer and provider, is doing what they are supposed to be doing in the given situation. So in OneSourcing, the provider is the one to take the lead and manage the outcome with and for the client. So let's see how this looks for hirers. To determine the one who's responsible, you can do this with 2 simple hirer questions. So this is also a good way to see if OneSourcing is a good fit for you. The hirer questions need to be answered in order to determine which type of provider is right for them. The 2 questions are this. The first question is, which is more important to you? The answer could be, I like to take control and use your initiative. So this is the hirer or the client saying, I want someone else to use their initiative, to come back to me with questions, to come back to me, to guide me. The second option, option B, is I like you to be able to follow 100% of my guidance. This is for somebody who does kind of love to micromanage or does like to be in control of everything at all times. But you have to be very, very proficient in delegation if you want to go down that direction. The second question is, how do you delegate, or how do you like to delegate? Answer A is, I like to share the desired outcome and just have somebody make it all happen. Answer B is, I like to create detailed step-by-step instructions of specifically what I want you to do. So option A is more about a partnership opportunity, and option B is more about a traditional, I'm the one in charge, employer-employee kind of relationship. So if you're a hire and you answered A to both the questions, then OneSourcing is your perfect solution. So if you like people to take control and use their initiative, or you like to share your desired outcome and have someone make it happen, then OneSourcing is perfect for you. And when you answer these questions, a lot of people say, well, I kind of like a little bit of both, but there has to be a majority. There has to be a more than 50%. So if your more than 50% was A, then OneSourcing is perfect for you. If your more than 50% was B, then I would definitely choose another outsourcing solution, one where you can do a lot more delegation, do a lot more management in the situation, but just remember that's going to take up a lot more of your time as a hirer or a client. Now let's look at the OneSourcing training. So what you'll learn in the OneSourcing training is basically how to take control of a situation. So think of the OneSource's business as their ship. The OneSourcing training essentially teaches the OneSourcer how to be the captain of their ship or their business, where the hirer or the clients like VIP passengers going along for the ride. There are times when everything will be smooth sailing and times when things can get tricky. In the end, no matter who's on that ship, the captain is ultimately responsible for taking the passengers safely to their destinations. And once they know how, they'll be able to confidently and consistently take clients to their desired result. And I will add something else in here, that the captain does not usually all the time steer the ship on his own. He has also a crew, which could potentially be the case with your OneSourcer. So let's have a look at the checklist of tackling the issues. Today we have tackled 2 issues inside this video. We've done leadership and taking control. So watch the rest of the videos to see how we tackle the rest of the issues. The full training is at www.onesourcing.com. So thank you very much for listening to this video, and I'll see you in the next one.